Hey, what up, guys? It's Peter Vugan. In this video, I want to share a simple way to understand NFTs, why most projects go to zero and what to look for in up and coming projects, and how we personally sold out of our project in less than 18 hours. Stay tuned. Hey, what up, guys? I'm excited about today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and please share this with people who don't understand Web 3.0 or NFTs, because I think a lot of videos are proud to use big words and be super complex, and overcomplicating things is their specialty. Complexity is the enemy of execution, and I strongly recommend watching this before making any purchases or decisions, because a lot of people right now are losing money in the NFT space, but a lot of people are crushing it as well. I want to bridge the gap and help you see past the hype of most projects that eventually go to zero. First, understanding why you're investing. And I truly believe we're still super early in this space. So you watching this video shows you're ahead of the game, shows you're adapting, shows you're understanding the upside and the power of this market. Because I'll tell you, closed-minded people in 2022, 23, and 24 will have a very rough ride. So it's important to adapt and understand where the market's going. And I personally know 16, 17, 18-year-olds crushing it, making millions in the NFT game, buying, selling, trading. But they have a few things in common, because I also know people that are struggling, that are losing money, and that aren't doing well. What's the difference? It's an understanding and an awareness of what's coming and how to decipher real value from hype. So what is an NFT? Which stands for non-fungible token. Now, the best way I've learned to understand, and I can describe it to you, is it's digital art with value attached. It's like trading baseball cards when you're younger. Me and my cousin used to trade baseball cards all the time, right? We would buy packages, we'd try to get the best cards, hopefully they go up in value, and a lot of them didn't. Instead of trading or buying cards, now it's an NFT, which makes sense how everything is going online. And I personally believe everything will be NFTs in the next 5 or 10 years. So it's also can be labeled as a digital flex. A lot of people used to buy artwork, and they still do, but people have artwork in their houses, on their walls. These days, instead of showing off art on your wall or your nice car in your garage, now people want to take that online and digitally flex, not just in real world or on 2.0, but actually in the metaverse now. Right, we actually bought some land in the metaverse for our coalition crew holders, which is pretty cool. But people want to flex online now. And here's an example of how NFTs will work in the future. Let's say the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban's big into NFTs. He thinks it's going to be $100 billion market here shortly, which is exciting. If the Mavs come out with an NFT and the Mavs say, here's our NFT for our fans. If you buy this NFT, it can maybe get you into the game. Maybe it gets you backstage passes, and maybe 5 of those NFTs, if you get the right one, can actually get you access to meet the players. See, there's endless possibilities with NFTs. I'm going to simplify how to pick and choose the best ones to invest in, but an NFT can give you access to really anything on the back end. So the NFT is the actual art that you hold that can get you access. So people say, what's the difference between an NFT and a JPEG? A JPEG is a JPEG. It's a picture. There's nothing attached to it. It's just like copying the Mona Lisa. When you take a picture of the Mona Lisa, you also have the Mona Lisa. You got a picture on your phone, right? But it's not the original. Okay, the original is when you go to, for example, a baseball card, you go get it actually, you figure out what the value is. You get it authenticated. Now someone can't rip this off. That's what an NFT is. You can't rip off an NFT that's been minted because it's on the blockchain already minted. Right? So it's just a digital flex. It's artwork that possibly can go up in value. Some people buy NFT projects or artwork because they think they're going to go up in value. Other people buy because there's utility and value attached. Now, the key is finding projects that have both. So keep that in mind when I'm sharing kind of exactly what to look for. Now, most projects will fail. 95% plus. We're seeing this right now with a lot of hype projects. You're going to see more and more celebrities drop NFT projects that don't really have value on the back end, just promises and hype. Takeoff had a project which didn't sell out, and there was no value on the back end except one person got a chance to meet him. Tekashi 69 got involved in a project on the Solana network, and every single person that invested, nothing on the back end was promised. That they promised was actually delivered, right? So understanding how to research projects so you don't get scammed is the biggest key to succeeding in this industry. So here's the 6 things I look for that have made us a lot of money in buying and selling NFTs, and also the ones we hold, but also can stop you from losing money and getting involved in hype. Number 1, the founders. If the founders are anonymous, a lot of projects have anonymous founders. And I don't like that, because a lot of the projects that I've seen that have anonymous founders, there was one that tweeted literally yesterday. He said, we told our holders, we decided that we were going to donate to a charity. Instead, I'm donating to my bank account. Sorry, guys. No one knows who he is. So he can be a dick online because no one knows. But I would never personally invest in a project where you don't know the owners, you don't know their track record, and you don't do any research about the actual founders of the project. There's another founder that there was a project that got rug pulled. Rug pulled means right when they're done, they pulled the project and just kept the money, and people got scammed, and they have the worthless piece of art, right? And if you would have done a little bit of research on the person, just a little bit, you would have realized he scammed people before. He is a scammer. And one thing we know in the digital world is scammer scam, right? Nice people are nice, rude people are rude, people that hate, scammer scam. So if you would have looked it up, the holders would have actually spent some time due diligence and actually researching, they wouldn't have actually been scammed. That's number 1. Research the team, the founders, who's involved. Number 2, the artwork. The artwork has to be differentiated. It has to bring people in. There's 50 new 8 projects because the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Now, out of the 50 new 8 projects, maybe 2 or 3 are actually valuable, right? So differentiate in your artwork. Look for artwork that's unique, that's different, that looks professional, that looks articulate, that's rare. It's not all about the artwork, although some people love just the artwork. I'm really looking for projects with multiple facets. Make sure it's differentiated, because that attracts people to the project. So whether you're creating a project or you're looking for one to invest in, artwork's key. Number 3, real world utility. Real world utility and value. What do the holders actually get, right? Giving instant value, or do they promise value later? You see, one thing that I've noticed is the projects say, once we sell out, you'll get access to this event. Once we sell out. I don't like the once we sell out. I like the projects that give instant value right away. Right when someone gets access to our NFT, they become a holder and they mint, whether it's from a public minting or from OpenSea, they get access to our exclusive Game Changers Academy, and they get to start networking with elite entrepreneurs right away, right? So projects that have promises, hopes, and dreams for later on, I don't like investing in them, because it's easy to promise, it's hard to deliver real results. So look for projects that give results right away. Number 4, give back. This is big. People are making a killing in the NFT space. This is just my perception and what's helped me. Owners, founders, creators of NFT projects that do well, they make a killing, okay? A killing, they make millions. And if they don't respect or appreciate money, or appreciate giving back, or making the world a better place, or understanding the value of their holders, I don't want to be a part of that project. So for example, if there's no give back, if they're going to make $500,000, $1 million, 2, 3, 4, 5 million, whatever. I know some kids that made 7 million in 49 days, right? If there's no give back, if they're not making the world a better place, if there's not a global impact involved, some type of charity or give back, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved with people that make that much money that don't want to improve society and give back to culture. Now, I'm not judging them. They're not bad people. I just personally don't want to invest in a project that doesn't have give back, right? That's just me. So maybe you can skip that if that doesn't resonate with you, but it does me. Number 5, community. What does their Discord look like? Is it consistently active? Is it inspiring? What's the collective intelligence of the conversation? Who's involved? Is it 200,000 people? A lot of people value hype and value quantity over quality. We want to value quality over quantity. I've been in some Discords that have 50 to 100,000 members, and it's all just people messing around, not 1 ounce of actual value. No one's welcoming each other. It's just a bunch of random conversation. No one can get a word in, right? Then I've been in Discords that are super articulate. There's amazing people. They're answering questions. They're giving value. They're sharing ideas. They're hyped about the project, and everyone's on a mission that's bigger than just themselves, right? So look at the community, look at the Discord, ask tough questions in the Discord. If the owners and founders aren't involved, and if people get mad when you ask a question, if they don't respond quickly, if they don't actually share all the details you want to know about the project, that's a red flag. And lastly, number 6, the longevity, the roadmap, and we call it for us the master plan. I feel like roadmap's overused. What does the longevity look like? What is their plan to make sure the holders consistently get value delivered and the value of the NFT actually goes up? People ask, our floor price has tripled in less than a month after we sold out. And people ask, how'd that happen? This is the reason. We have a long-term roadmap. When people have utility and value, they don't want to not have, they don't want to get rid of, they hold your NFT. So when we have an event coming up in Tulum, we have a networking event, we have a VIP networking event. After that, we have our Game Changers Academy, our holders they get access to a lot of cool stuff. If they sell the NFT, they don't no longer have access. So even though every single person from our phase 1 drop has almost tripled their money. Actually, no, they've more than tripled their money, right? They've almost 4x their money. They still aren't selling because they see the value of what they get higher than just profits in the moment. That's a great project, in my opinion, that has longevity. No one wants to sell. Okay, so keep that in mind when looking at projects. Is there a roadmap that's proven, that's consistent, that shows that the holders will consistently get value? And in my eyes, if I could simplify, why 90+% fail? A lot of hype, a lot of promises, hidden owners, and no real world value. Okay, they wait for the utility till after they sell out, not on the way. So it's important to you if you want to really start making money in the NFT space. I don't have a ton of experience. I only have a year of experience. I've been doing a lot of research, studied thousands of hours. I've invested in projects. I've made money flipping. I've made money in a project, and I've connected with some of the biggest names in the game. I've interviewed them. I've connected behind the scenes. I feel like I finally have a great NFT network. So this is by no means financial advice. This isn't me saying this is the end all be all. I just hope this helps you a little bit when researching, because I think too many people focus so much on hype. And I think sometimes the more hype in a project, the less real world value it has. So when you see a project really organically growing, delivering consistent value with a little bit of hype and excitement, then that's something you might want to get invested in. So a couple important reminders. You need to be able to decipher real value from hype. Can you decipher real value from hype? Right? There's been projects where a lot of celebrities promoted them. There was a project a little bit ago that Floyd Mayweather promoted and said he swears by this project. It was a rug pull. All the holders lost money. They lost all their money. Did he know that? Of course not. But that's why you got to be careful and understand, just because a celebrity promotes it, that doesn't mean anything. That just means they paid him off. I'd rather see them give back to society than pay a celebrity to promote it. Right? Or if it's something that's congruent and the celebrity genuinely wants to be a part of the project, great. But I just think there's going to be a lot of noise and a lot of BS these next 12 months. So I want you to be aware. Next, take few opinions. Only take opinions from people who you would trade places with, who have similar results that you have, right? So get around people that are researching, that understand the power of Web 3.0, crypto, the metaverse, blockchain, NFTs, right? And third is just do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Don't trade based off hype. Trade based off intelligence. Don't trade based off emotion or FOMO. Trade based off due diligence and preparation and understanding and awareness, right? So hopefully that helps. I want to share super simple 5 things on how we sold out. This was one of our first NFT projects. I've been a part of a couple other projects that have sold out. So we use some tips from them. And I also understand economics and business and how to give value to people, how to create a movement. And I want to share that with you. This is how we sold out in less than 18 hours and why most don't. Number 1, the right people were involved. More importantly, everybody on our team was working in their area of genius. We had people that were amazing at creating Discord and creating community on Discord. We had an amazing smart contract developer. We had 3 amazing artists. We had an amazing project manager. We had an amazing person that was in charge of this and this and this. So We had all the right people in the right spots, right? Number two, we had artwork that was unique and differentiated. You guys can see we have cheetahs, right? It's called the Coalition Crew. Artwork was differentiated and it stood out and it attracted people in. Okay. Number three, we had real world utility and value right away. Right when they came in, the holders got instant value. Okay, we try to over deliver and we try to make every decision. We have 13 or 14 people working around the clock to make sure people get provided to, and that we have collective intelligence of making the right decisions with the focus in mind of what is best for our holders. And I think our community sees that, which is why the floor price keeps rising and why we feel like this is going to be one of the most valuable projects in the coming months and years. If we deliver right away, they understand that we will consistently deliver, especially when we sell out and when we continue to push forward. Number four, the collective intelligence of our holders. Can we grow together? How's the networking? How's the quality and caliber of people in our Discord and part of our community? We were very fortunate to get through Rarity Tools, through other avenues, through Instagram, through networking. We were fortunate to get NBA players on board. We have a couple NFL players. We have a Pro Bowler. We have some Major League Baseball players. Just this morning, I had a New York Yankees pitcher reach out to me and want to get more involved. But it's because of the first three tips, right? The right people, the right mission, the artwork's differentiated, and we're giving real value. I talked to an Olympian earlier. We have crypto whales. We have very successful hip hop artists. We have some entertainers that are part of our community. And I'm very proud to say we haven't paid them. They genuinely want to be interested and excited about our project because of the back end value, right? One of the things that people forget when they launch an NFT project is what's the main mission and how is it going to be differentiated from everybody else? And one of our missions was to create a new standard in the NFT space, to create a standard of this is the NFT for game changers, for athletes and for entrepreneurs that really want to be better and really want to grow businesses, want to network with elite people, and want to create some generational wealth, right? So, and I'd love for you to check out our project as well. I can link it below, but it's not really about our project, although I'm excited about it. You can feel the passion. It's really just giving you some tips on how to not get scammed and how to make sure that you invest in the right projects. Number five, lastly, massive give back. We are big on the cheetah population. My wife loves cheetahs, Kayla. I love animals and they're going extinct. There's only less than 7,000 cheetahs now out in the wild. And at this rate, our kids will never see a real cheetah. They're literally declining and they're going to be extinct. So for every single holder that buys, that invests, we are donating to World Wildlife Foundation to save the cheetah population. So every single person that invests, every holder will get an adoption kit and be able to adopt a cheetah from the wild, which is pretty amazing. So we want to single-handedly make a global impact and help the cheetah population. A lot of people get involved just for that cause, right? Which is pretty cool, but there has to be give back. Like I said, people make a lot of money in the NFT space. If there's no give back, if there's nothing to help push this culture forward, make a positive change, I don't want to be a part of it. All right. So I'd love to have you guys check out the project. You can learn more below. We've tried to incorporate all 6 things I talked about in our project and really set ourselves apart. We're creating a community of like-minded people with collective intelligence, and all our holders are excited, like I said, to go to Tulum and an event in Playa del Carmen here shortly. They get access to our Forbes Features Game Changers Academy. They get merch, airdrops, but you can learn all that below. This is just the beginning of this industry, and I'm super excited for what's to come. Remember, it's going to be a very cold winter for people who are closed-minded, for people who don't adapt, and for people who don't understand the shift that's happening. I'd love to get your feedback below. What projects do you like? What do you look for in projects? Is there anything else I should cover in the NFT space? I'm not the biggest expert. I don't have massive results. I'm just someone that finds massive joy in giving back, in sharing wisdom, in sharing ideas, in hopes that I can cut your learning curve in half and maybe make you some money in the NFT space. Thank you so much for your time. Make sure you subscribe, comment below what your biggest breakthroughs were, what you want to hear more of, and maybe what projects you like and what you look for. Peter checking out.